let's talk about what supplements you should not be taking if you're on a GLP-1 injection or the oral pills. I'm Ana Reisdorf, registered dietitian and GLP-1 user of over 3 years. Before I started GLP-1 Hub, I actually worked as a writer and consultant for supplement companies. So I'm well aware of the ins and outs of this confusing industry. And a lot of people assume that since supplements are sold over the counter, you can get them anywhere, they don't really have any real negative effects. But this really isn't true. While some supplements, like a standard multivitamin, is unlikely to be harmful for most people, there are many that have real contraindications with medications like GLP-1 or other medical conditions. So if you're on a GLP-1 and taking supplements and hope to speed things up, you might actually be making things worse. And in some cases, it could actually be dangerous depending on your situation. So before taking any supplements, my recommendation is always to first ask your doctor or registered dietitian about the best products for you. And remember, this channel is for general advice. I am not a doctor and I am not your dietitian. I am just a dietitian. So always get personal advice. That is definitely the best way to go. So let's get into it. So GLP-1 medications already are going to change your appetite, digestion, blood sugar. They really impact your metabolism and the way your body processes food. So adding supplements without thinking about how they might interact with the medication's effects is where people run into certain problems. I am not anti-supplement. I have a whole video about supplements I personally take and why, but there are some that I would be very, very careful with or maybe avoid completely. So let's get onto what these are. So first of all is appetite suppressants. Anything that's marketed as fat burners, appetite control, metabolism booster. You're looking at products like Hydroxycut, Hardcore Elite, Instant Knockout Cut, FenQ. You don't need an appetite suppressant when you're on an exceptionally powerful appetite suppressant. The GLP-1s are already doing that job. The only thing that's going to happen is these medications are going to make you eat even less. Your protein is going to drop to impossible levels. You're going to lose muscle. You're going to feel terrible from not eating food. And your heart rate might accelerate too much because some of them have caffeine and other stimulants. So more suppression of your appetite is not better and will not help you reach your goals. This may actually result in malnutrition, heart damage, or kidney problems. And there is no need to double up when you're already on the most powerful weight loss medication ever invented. So why take something that's not that great to do the same thing that's just going to make your results worse and possibly make you sick? So avoid that category completely. Any fat burners, anything like that. The next one is kind of in the same category, and that's high-dose stimulants. Caffeine, pre-workouts, thermogenics, products like C4 pre-workout, high-dose caffeine tablets like 400 or more milligrams of caffeine, Total War pre-workout. GLP-1s already are going to slow down your digestion, impact your energy levels, change how you tolerate food, and they can slightly increase your heart rate. And a strong stimulant like that put on top of the GLP-1 is going to just make you jittery, anxious, nauseous, and maybe make you not eat at all. And if you're not eating, your results are going to suffer in the same way that we mentioned before. So I would avoid any high-level stimulants, especially those with caffeine, on a GLP-1. The next is going to be fat blockers or carb blockers. These products are known as Orlistat or Ally. You can buy it over the counter, or products with white kidney bean extract like GNC's Total Lean Carb Controller. These might sound appealing. Let's block fat. Don't absorb the calories. Let's block carbs. That sounds great. Lose more weight. But think about this. You're already eating less. GLP-1 already regulates your blood sugar. So why are you blocking carbs more, right? You're going to lower your blood sugar too low by doing something like that. Also, fat blockers have a well-known horrible digestive side effect of leakage, and it can be ugly. So why are you going to make your digestive side effects worse if GLP-1 already has digestive side effects of its own. And thank God not that one, right? Because that's a bad one. So you're also blocking absorption when you block these nutrients of fat and carbohydrates, which your body needs. So this can eventually lead to nutritional deficiency, GI issues, worse nutrition. Like, you don't need to block food. You need to eat food and absorb it so that you can fuel your muscles and your body so that you feel well on a GLP-1. Another two supplements that I see people taking that are not necessarily dangerous, just not necessary, are Berberine and chromium picolinate. So these are two supplements. One is an herb, one is a mineral, and they are marketed for blood sugar control, improving insulin sensitivity, appetite support. And people think, great, like, okay, I'll add this to my GLP-1 because it'll make me more sensitive to insulin. The thing is that GLP-1s are already doing all of that. They're already regulating your blood sugar, controlling your appetite, helping support your insulin, slowing down your digestion. So now all you're really doing is putting more things on that do the same job. And this might make you feel kind of off. It could influence your blood sugar or your insulin, although not in the same way as some of the other ones. Could possibly make your GI issues worse. So just no real need to double up. These supplements aren't really bad. I might possibly recommend them for people who want those benefits that are not on a GLP-1, but they're redundant. And so why are you going to take something to improve your blood sugar when the medication is already handling that? Save your money. No need to take that. Next is random gut health supplements. Probiotics and fiber supplements can be helpful, but taking too many is going to backfire. You don't need a ton of high-dose fibers, don't need a ton of digestive blends, you don't need a bunch of different probiotics because your digestion is already slowed down. And this is how you can end up making bloating, constipation, discomfort worse. So more is not going to be better here. You don't want to have too many products stacked in this area because you don't know what's going to slow things down or make things worse. A few products you might want to consider if you are looking for something to support your digestive health. I really do like the Metagenics Ultra Flora Fiber or the Resbiotic GLP-1 Postbiotic. You don't really need both of them at the same time, but one has fiber and one is more of a general metabolic support probiotic. So these are two quality brands that you could consider if you're looking for gut health products, but please don't take them all at once. All right, so what do you need to focus on instead if you are looking for the right GLP-1 supplements? So you don't need a million different things, okay? Save your money, all right? Here are your priorities for GLP-1 when it comes to supplements. Number one, making sure you have enough protein. Shakes can definitely help here if you want to take shakes. You do not have to take shakes anyway, but on-the-go protein shakes, easy to throw in your lunch bag, have on hand when you're not hungry, sip on throughout the day. So no issue there. There's plenty on the market that taste good and would work for this. Making sure you're eating enough for overall nutrition and including a multivitamin for a little bit of insurance. I always like to recommend a gender and age specific multivitamin because if you're a man, you have different nutritional needs than women, and women who are post-menopause also have different nutritional needs than pre-menopausal women. Next is some basic strength training and then being consistent with your healthy routines. And that's what's actually going to result in the changes you're looking for. So if you're curious about a specific product, make sure you speak to your doctor or dietitian before spending that hard-earned cash. You don't need more supplements. You really need to focus on the foundation of a healthy life, which is get your protein, get your exercise, eat your fruits and vegetables, drink plenty of water. If you want more practical advice like this, I drop a video every Tuesday and Friday here on the channel, so make sure that you are subscribed. And if you want more detailed support, check out the GLP-1 store linked below here in the video where I have a lot of digital resources that I made just for you. And I'll see you in the next video.